Grace Kelly at 54 knew exactly why she would never wear hot pink with her silver hair. She understood that certain colors turn a mature woman into a caricature, and others elevate her to the status of a queen. Have you just made at least 3 of these 7 devastating mistakes when dressing with gray hair? The truth is that 87% of women over 50 unknowingly sabotage their natural elegance every day. Meanwhile, a select few master the secret codes that make other women whisper, "She has something special." The problem is not your silver hair. The problem is that no one taught you how to work with it, not against it. Here, you will learn the secrets that separate authentic elegance from the desperate attempt to look younger. If you want to belong to the select group of women who age with power and sophistication, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and leave your like. Because becoming a truly elegant woman is an art that few master. The first mistake that 90% of women make with gray hair will shock you. Mistake number 1, the disaster of warm tones. Martha Stewart built an empire using earthy and golden tones, but at 83, with silver hair, she wisely abandoned that palette. That happened because she discovered a cruel truth the fashion industry hides. Gray hair reflects blue light, placing you automatically in the cool end of the color spectrum. Yet most women continue dressing as if they still had the golden highlights of the 1980s. The result? When you wear orange, rust, or pumpkin tones, you are creating a visual battlefield where your hair loses badly. It looks dull, lifeless, while your skin takes on a yellowish tone that screams chronic fatigue. That terracotta lipstick that used to be your perfect nude at 40 now makes your lips disappear completely. Are you still wearing it? Out of habit? That trendy mustard blouse that looked so chic in the store turns you into someone with jaundice. The caramel scarf near your face, meant to highlight, actually drains all the light from your silver hair. But there is an elegant way out of this color trap. Helen Mirren discovered the secret. If you want warmth in your clothes, choose magenta, raspberry, or cranberry. Warm tones with a cool soul, which harmonize with your silver hair instead of competing with it. The golden rule is simple and unbreakable. If your hair has no gold, your wardrobe should not either. Write that down. The second mistake will destroy your entire visual credibility in seconds. Mistake number 2, the all-black trap. Diane Keaton made black her signature look decades ago, but that was when she still had dark hair to balance the intensity. Now, at 78 with silver strands, she has strategically shifted to charcoal and icy gray. The cruel reality? Most women continue to embrace black as if it were a reliable old friend, but it has become a silent traitor that works against you. Here's the problem. When you put a black top near your face with gray hair, you are creating a devastating visual abyss. Black absorbs all available light and amplifies every wrinkle, every shadow, every imperfection you wish to soften. 3 items that are betraying you. That powerful black blazer now creates too harsh a frame. The sophisticated black scarf slices your face in half. The basic black t-shirt turns you into a floating shadow. Your light skin or cool undertone becomes hostage to a brutal contrast that screams, "Look at my expression lines," instead of whispering, "Admire my elegance." Do you see the problem? But there is a sophisticated solution hidden in the deep tone palette. Navy blue offers all the authority of black without the aggression, while charcoal and icy gray create structure without declaring war on your face. These colors are like seasoned diplomats. They command respect without starting an international conflict in your appearance. Millions are doing this thinking they look elegant, but in truth, they look like well-dressed ghosts. Mistake 3, the total erasure of beige. Monica Bellucci mastered the art of wearing neutral tones for decades, but she always added contrast with bold accessories and luxurious textures. That happened because she discovered that silver hair with beige clothing creates the invisible woman effect, where you literally dissolve into the environment. Here is the trap. Most women embrace caramel, camel, and beige, thinking they are being elegant and sophisticated. But in reality, they are turning into human wallpaper. The consequence is brutal. When you wear these tones near your pale or neutral skin, you create a faded effect where there is no beginning or end. You become a uniform blur with no structure or personality. 3 beige traps you're wearing. That total beige outfit? Elegant ghost at the office. The off-white shirt, dirty clothes effect near the face. The taupe dress? You disappear in photos. But there is a secret formula to rescue the neutrals. Add strategic contrast. Cool taupe, soft gray, or charcoal work as elegant bases when you add a touch of icy lavender or cobalt blue near your face. The key is not to create a color war, but a diplomatic negotiation between tones that complement each other. Whites also hide traps. Cream and ivory make your silver hair look dirty, but icy white turns it into polished silver. The next mistake makes you look like you have given up on yourself, even when wearing expensive clothes. Mistake 4. The betrayal of dusty pastels. Jennifer Aniston spent years perfecting peach and coral tones with her blonde hair, but at 55 with silver strands, she cleverly switched to cool pinks and lavenders. That happened because she discovered that dusty pastels with yellow undertones are like poorly applied makeup. They promise softness, but deliver total invisibility. The dangerous illusion? Mature women take refuge in these tones, thinking they are being delicate and feminine, but in reality, they are committing slow-motion visual sabotage. Let's get to the cruel reality. When you wear dusty peach, soft apricot, or pale coral, you are creating a dangerous blend where your skin and clothing become one uniform mass with no definition. 3 pastels that are draining your life: that romantic peach blouse, faded doll, the safe salmon shirt, pale shadow in meetings, the flattering nude pink dress, invisible woman at events. These tones do not reflect light. They absorb it like chromatic vampires, leaving you without the vital glow that silver hair requires to compete with the natural brightness lost over the years. But there is a brilliant escape from the pastel trap. Cool pink, bluish lavender, and icy blue offer all the feminine delicacy without the betrayal of yellow undertones. These tones are like crystals, delicate in appearance, but powerful in light reflection. The rule is simple. The cooler your silver hair, the cooler and more vibrant your colors should be. If your gray has warmer nuances, you gain some freedom for soft pastels, but you should still avoid any hint of gold as if it were kryptonite. Mistake 5. The aggression of pure primary colors. Madonna built her career using vibrant reds and yellows as power statements, but that happened when she had dark hair to absorb that chromatic intensity. At 65, she wisely softened her palette to deeper and less aggressive tones. The problem is that mature women continue to wear red and primary yellow as if they were still 25-year-old warriors. But now these tones have become visual tyrants that steal all the attention from your face. When you wear pure red or primary yellow with silver hair, you are creating an unfair competition where the color screams louder than your personality. The contrast is so brutal that your face literally disappears behind the clothing. You become a mannequin to display fabrics, not an elegant woman using clothes as an extension of her sophistication. These tones completely overshadow your silver hair, turning it into an insignificant background character in your own look. But there is a tamed and civilized version of these chromatic rebels. Cherry red brings all the authority of red, with the bluish elegance that harmonizes with silver hair, while butter yellow offers luminosity without solar aggression. Soft wine and burgundy are like mature and sophisticated versions of their primary cousins. They maintain presence, but have gained diplomacy with age. The 6th mistake makes you look like you put on someone else's clothes by accident. Mistake 6. The deception of earthy greens. Gwyneth Paltrow spent a decade preaching earthy and olive tones as the essence of natural elegance, but that happened when she still had golden blonde hair to balance those warm hues. Now, with lighter strands, she strategically shifted to cooler greens and deep blues. The problem is that mature women continue to embrace dusty olive and mustard as if they were synonymous with autumn sophistication, but in reality, they are sabotaging the natural luminosity that gray hair can offer. Here's the trap. When you wear those earthy tones with golden and brown undertones, you are working against the basic physics of light. Your silver hair reflects cool tones, but your clothes pull into the warm territory, creating a visual dissonance that leaves your skin dull and yellowish. It is like trying to play a symphony with out-of-tune instruments. Technically, it is still music, but no one wants to listen. But there is an evolved version of these greens that works like magic with gray hair. Cool forest green maintains all the natural elegance without the golden betrayal, while icy mint offers sophisticated freshness that enhances the silver shine. True navy blue is practically a love letter to women over 40. It offers authority, elegance, and harmonizes perfectly with the new natural palette your hair has created. The final mistake instantly destroys decades of life experience and accumulated wisdom. Mistake 7. The deadly chromatic nostalgia. Oprah Winfrey used earthy and golden tones for decades as her signature of power. But at 70 years old, she boldly reinvented her palette with deep blues and sophisticated purples. That happened because she discovered that colors that once served us can become our silent enemies. The problem is that most women cling to safe colors like sacred relics, refusing to accept that we have evolved while our clothes remain stuck in the past. The painful truth? That blouse in your favorite color that you used to wear religiously 10 years ago might now be draining your vitality like a fashion vampire. Your skin tone changed, your hair evolved, but you keep wearing the same palette as if it were an emotional uniform. The result is devastating. You look like a faded version of yourself, like a photograph left in the sun too long. But there is a foolproof test to discover whether a color is still your ally or has turned into a traitor. Get ready for the brutal truth. Do this test now. Look directly into your eyes when wearing a garment. If the whites of your eyes look brighter and they come alive, you hit the chromatic jackpot. If they appear dull and lifeless, it is time for a painful but necessary farewell. To be absolutely sure, take photos in natural light comparing two different colors. The brutal truth will be right there, reflected in your eyes, with no filters or illusions. The difference between evolving with elegance or stagnating in mediocrity lies in the courage to leave the past behind. So, which of these 7 chromatic bombs have you been setting off in your look without knowing it? If you discovered that you were wearing warm tones when you should be betting on cool ones, that black was draining your luminosity, or that those dusty pastels were turning you into a well-dressed ghost, welcome to the club of women who finally understood the game. Now you know that gray hair is not a limitation. It is an opportunity to discover an even more sophisticated version of yourself. That cool colors enhance your new natural palette, that strategic contrast create effortless elegance, and that your old safe colors might have turned into silent saboteurs. If this video opened your eyes to the revolution your hair is asking for, leave your like and subscribe, because becoming a truly elegant woman is a journey worth sharing. Your best version is not in the past. She is waiting in the mirror, wearing the right colors. Comment, right colors, brighter life. Do you agree?